Okay, we are here. We are live with some more Pokemon Shield. Last time, we tried to hunt for shiny Psyduck, shiny Psyduck, and today we're gonna try to hunt for shiny Psyduck. That's it. That's where we're at. we got about 2.5 hours to get a blue duck. I'll just do a couple real quick daily things. I haven't really been playing this game off stream at all, just for daily stuff. I don't have anything I need to put in the Pokejobs or anything. I mean, I could sell a daily item or whatever, but it hasn't been that necessary. So do that. We'll go over here, take a look at what the daily Watt guy over here's trading, and then we'll just get right into hatching eggs. I have absolutely nothing planned to keep myself entertained as we hatch, but we'll figure it out. Any interest? Might need some more dragon claws. Oh, sure. Fuck it. Those are hard to get. May as well. Today's highlights end up being intriguing. I'll grab this and... Yeah, Eevee! Oh, hi! Hi! Very cute. Okay. Get my watts from that real quick. And let's rock and roll. While we're loading in, let me quickly put up the Psyduck counter. We're at 1373, which is a decent bit over double odds. Oh, I gotta quickly switch out my stuff. Hang on. Whoops. Bro, brain. What am I? Hey, you go there, you go there. Okay, we're gooch. You know, I'm hoping we get lucky. This is, I think I've said this for the past 8 streams now. This is the only thing left that I really have that I want to do outside of maybe looking at a few Pokemon just in the overworld with the follower mechanic. Grab some of these items right off the bat so I don't think about them ever. They're not distracting me. Who knows, maybe we'll get super lucky and get... I'm still waiting for me to somehow manage to hatch like 2 back-to-back when I'm just clearing out my final remaining eggs. Somehow that's gonna happen. Item there? There was, okay. Yep, just grabbing it so I don't get distracted by it later. Whoosh! Yeah, in a few minutes I'll probably try to go find something to pull up to do simultaneously. Tier list or a quiz or something, I don't know. Don't really have anything good in mind. Oh, 1374. Come on, first one, give me good luck. Okay, second one. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, I'm out of things to say. I've been talking for, I don't know. I'm curious genuinely how many streams it's been. It's probably been a good like 8 streams of this. This is taking way longer than I would have expected. Hey, big boy, that's me. I'm the big boy. We're going for 1375. Yeehaw! Second hatch of the day. Are we gonna get super lucky? No. Nah. So what's your plan, Bridget? What are you planning on doing for the night now? You're popping in to say hello. Sure as heck don't know. You fixed to do some Stardew. Ooh, nice, nice. Fun, fun. I had to figure out if I want to do like a tier list or something. Me just AI generating random prompts or some shit. I don't know. I like genuinely just don't know what to do while I do this. I've burned through so many things. Meh. AI generate me a kid. I don't know if I need to AI generate that. Also, I'm not typing that into a prompt thing because I don't know what I'm gonna get out of it. Literally, what else would I get on an image generator? I don't know. Something traumatizing, probably. That's all I got. I don't know. I don't think I'd get pussy, but I feel like I'm gonna get some like weird deformed face or something. It's just gonna figure out what the weirdest thing it can possibly generate is. They're gonna give the person like 2 heads or something. It's gonna be some sort of body horror that'll make the thing look like a children's novel. Or a children's film, it's not a book. The yawns are coming in, and they're coming in fast. But and like so I'm gonna pull up like an emulated GBA Pokemon game and try to beat it at the same time as I do this. See which one gets finished first. The rate we're going. Nah, but that would distract too much from this, and that would just drag it out even longer. Yeah, doing like tier lists and stuff works pretty well, just because it doesn't take too much focus away from the stuff I need to do for hatching. My brain's like, well, you're chillaxing, you ate dinner, now you're getting tired. I wasn't tired 10 minutes ago. Now my brain's like, well, time to clock out. Maybe the blue Psyduck's just shy. Nope. Sleep channel. No. It's sleep's a stretch. It's more like power nap channel. You know, the very important power nap channel. Yeah, that's why I get power naps in every time an egg starts to hatch. Yeah, I'm literally just going for the close eyes strat and hope it works. Like I'm trying to catch a legendary. That's annoying. Nope, still yeah. Well, if I pretend to be comatose while we wait for a blue deck, if I'm company notify me. Okay, I'll let you know if I'm dying a lot. We're past the point of dying a little. We're at the point of, am I dying a lot? A good care razor well. Will do, chief. Yippee yippee ki Meow. Oh, we're almost to the 1400s. I'm waiting for the moment where it hatches and I'm just like fucking tired as hell. I'm just like, oh yay. The most like unenergetic response. Don't worry, it's fine. That won't happen because I won't find a shiny. This is clearly rigged. It's broken. I've never hatched a shiny before. I want it once. With how bad the luck for this one has been, I'm sure if I were to do this again for a different Pokemon, the luck would be so good I'd just get it like in like 100. So it's totally worth it. No. No, not that this method's not bad. It's just rough to stream. Like, this is something I could definitely see myself doing if I'm just watching a YouTube video or something and I need something to do. Is, trying to shine, you know, Masuda hunt. But man, when you got very limited things you're able to do on stream while doing this, this gets, pretty exhausting. But yeah, it's like I could do like walking on the treadmill. Although at that point I'd rather just play Legends Arceus on the treadmill because I can do that. Still, I get a good shiny hunt in once a week. And because shinies in Legends Arceus are so common, I get one like every time I play or every other time. Unless I fuck something up. Which in that game, yeah, for the first time I did mess up and lose a shiny. I lost a shiny Tentacool that was out in the wild because I think it had to do with... Because I reset, but it was a wild encounter, and I think it had to do with the time changing. Currently, I fucked up, though, and I'm trying to get a shiny Crobat. I know I can get it in a secondary horde, but when I attempted to do that, it didn't show up the second time on a reset. So, I gotta figure out how to get that, but that's something I'll worry about later. You know, all my homies want a shiny Crobat. They're just cool. Yeah, we stand a cool shiny. Okay, well, once I hit 1400, nah, maybe let me see. Let me see if I can figure out something to do on stream. I have no clue what. Yeah, like tier lists and stuff are the easiest, but there's only so many tier lists you can do. Hmm. Man. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to look for a tier list, to be honest. Man addicted to tier maker because he has no other options. Man watches and reacts to his own YouTube videos. No. How to even find good. I feel like I've done all the interesting, at least around like Pokemon. I guess I have to just branch out a little bit. But I feel like I've done a lot of the Pokemon. Yeah, I'm literally going into like recent and just seeing if anything interesting shows up. I think we can find anything. There is like all the Mega Pokemon. We could do that actually. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I'll get that pulled up in a second. You know what? With the new Pokemon Legends game that was announced too, that is relevant. Okay, so it looks like this tier maker, or this list just uses S through F and it puts them in Pokedex order. Very simple. Okay, we can do this. We can talk about Megas. I don't know if I've actually ever done one of these, funny enough. Yeah, starting with Venus. I guess I have to decide. I don't know. I do like a lot of Megas. Just kind of depends on where they all fall, I guess. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do this kind of in general where I feel like they fall. So starting with Mega Venusaur, not bad. It's just it's a little simple in comparison to a lot of them. It looks pretty similar to the original Pokemon. But then again, I guess Charizard, Y, and Blastoise both look pretty similar. Doesn't really do anything that interesting, but it's still Venusaur. Venusaur is still a good design. I think I'll just put it in B. I feel like both the Charizards are quite nice. I think I'm gonna put. I feel like X is trying just a little too hard to be cool, and Y is just a little too similar to Charizard to make it an S. Blastoise with the big old cannon's pretty funny. Put an A. Maybe I will try to order these based off what my favorites are. I actually like these probably about the same, the two Charizard. Okay, then we got Beedrill. Mega Beedrill's pretty cool, I think. I think I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, I don't have a lot to say on some of these, I feel like. It's just kind of a lot of the same things. Like, I feel like it takes the design and does a little bit more with it to make it feel a little more threatening. Especially by, like, Gen 6 standards, because, I mean, it probably felt threatening based off the anime in the first, you know, gen, but the more Pokemon that have come out, it lost some of that intimidation. I think we'll put it in A. I like it. Mega Pidgeot. Yeah, it sort of has the Blastoise Venusaur thing, where it's just it's a little too similar to the original. I don't, you know, I mean, it is just sort of Pidgeot, but bigger. How do I put it in B? I think I still like it a little more than Venusaur. Nah, it's probably a little worse than Venusaur. Mega Alakazam. Kind of interesting what they did with it. I feel like it evolves it enough. I don't know if I quite put it into an 8 here. Yeah, maybe I'll Beedrill there and then put Alakazam like there. Well, these are like B tier for well. I'm trying to feel this out. We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go that for now. Mega Slowbro is goated just because of Radical Red. I went from not really caring that much for Mega Slowbro to it being like such a hard clutch carry through like the Elite Four. It was just a phenomenal mon to use. Design-wise, I still don't... It's not, like, amazing, but it's definitely grown heavily on me because of Radical Red. I'll put it, like, top of A. Gengar always has been a cool one. It's not... Like, it's similar to the original, but it's not... It feels like it adds to it. Mega Gengar's just always been a cool one. You know, the thing with the shiny of it. Mega Kangaskhan... I mean, it's cool that it, like, comes out of the pouch. But other than that... It's so similar to the original. I don't know. I might do top of B. Well, it is so fucking similar. I do like the gimmick of it coming out, but that's like all it does. Okay. Mega Pinsir. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of Mega Pinsir. I don't know. Just doesn't do it for me. The wings... Like, the wings feel like they should make sense. But they always felt just, like, off to me. I'm gonna say... I'd say... Yeah, C. I'll say C for now. I don't hate it. I prefer regular Pinsir for sure. Mega Gyarados is sort of fine. Not for or against it, just sort of neutral. Maybe... I'm trying to see. It's hard to say, like, am I trying to rank this relative to the other Megas or in relative to, like, Pokemon in general? Because that kind of affects how I put these. I'm starting to feel like this should be moved down and these should be moved down. This feels like a C tier. I don't know if I want to... C tier calling them C tier feels a little wrong though. Oh, you still have to... I am still after the shiny Psyduck. I'm almost at 1,400 encounters on a shiny with 1 in 512 odds. I've just been unlucky. We are still looking. Did you find a shiny in a much shorter time period than that? Nah. I can't even. You're very that's insane. That is just incredibly lucky. So no, I mean, you know, to be fair, yeah, the Spheal shiny I got was pretty lucky. So yeah, it's luck of the draw sometimes. Nah. Well, congratulations. What shiny did you get? Yeah, you're like in shit. That is very funny. Oh boy. Sometimes luck is just very kind to you. It was just, oh, that's really funny. It was a Psyduck as well. That is honestly hilarious. Nah, it really, it's a roll of the dice. I feel like these don't, I don't know. I'm having trouble deciding how I want to tier this. I'm gonna bring these back up to here. Okay, whatever. Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl looks stupid, but I kind of love it for that. You were just like a random hat. Oh, that is so funny. I had that happen to me in like Legends Arceus, where I just literally stumbled into a shiny Psyduck. So that was very funny. And now it's just tradition to get a shiny Psyduck in every game I can. This game does not want to be nice. It's on the Isle of Armor. Ooh. Yeah, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Says, yeah, I was considering if I wanted to switch over to doing like random encounters that way instead of hatching for a little bit, just to break up the monotony. But I was like, no, I want to do the Masuda method once. You still goes with your Dex on sword. Hey, Poggers, congratulations. Yeah, there's quite a few mons. Yeah, so Aerodactyl, I might put it like, I like Aerodactyl. Plus, using in Radical Red was also another fun one to use. Okay, both Mega Mewtwo's are kinda lame. I've always not cared for the fetus one. I think I'm gonna do this. I mean, I think both of them are just worse than Mewtwo as a design. You down most ones I get from Shield, 2 or 3 I got Evolve, and like 4 I have to trade Evolve. Yeah, you're close. Damn. Congratulations. Yeah. Okay, Ampharos is great. Is goated. I like Ampharos as a Pokemon, and just giving it a luscious lock of hair is just it's just gorgeous. Mega Steelix is fine. I like it. I think it does enough to feel unique enough from the original Steelix design. It's not, I don't know, it's not like phenomenal of a design to me. It doesn't like really stand out per se out of all the Megas. I'm gonna put it like, maybe like there. Somehow I'm putting it behind Kangaskhan, even though Kangaskhan is like really boring. Okay, we might make some tweaks. Maybe I should be moving some of this down to C. I don't know. You got a random thought to have someone ask what you think? Sure, go for it. I've used my thoughts before. Okay, lucky number 1400. Do you think Leon's cape is dry clean only? I guess I wouldn't be surprised. I never really thought of that. You know, I gotta imagine, yeah, it's gotta be taken care of, especially given he has so many sponsors on it. That is a very funny question. I definitely imagine that it oh god, what's the word I'm thinking of? Wow, I am just hard blanking. I think so because of the fur. Yeah, the fur definitely makes a difference. I gotta imagine it gets like ironed. Keep it looking nice and prestigious. I wonder how many of the exact same cape do you think he has? Like, do you think he has just like multiple in his closet? He just like opens his closet, like he has a special closet for just his capes, and they're all the same. One of my friends says you can see him just sitting in the dry cleaners looking sad. he's just really depressed without his cape. He's like, what have I become? I'm a capeless man. Okay, back to the tier list. Mega Scizor, I feel like I kind of go back and forth on it. I'm not like a huge fan of it, but I don't really dislike it. My opinion fluctuates on it. How do I do like middle B maybe? I put it like here. I think it sometimes depends on like the angle I see it from. Like if I like say, do you do this every week? Nah. Heracross. I feel like I want to like Mega Heracross, but something about it I just have struggled to. Maybe it just like... I think it's like the fact that the face is so different. It just feels off. Like, it makes sense as a Mega Evolution for Heracross. It just doesn't do it for me as much. I might put it just above Pinsir and see. Mega Houndoom is pretty cool. Maybe if I want to put it in A or B. I feel like they do stuff to add to it. Yeah, I can do bottom of A. Mega Tyranitar. I feel like I used to like Mega Tyranitar more. Back when it was way back when it was meta and stuff. But the more I like see it, the more I'm like, this just looks kind of goofy. And not or like you know, not in like the like Goodra doofy, but in just the like what were you guys doing with this? I'm not familiar with that from the anime. I haven't seen any of the recent things. I don't think I probably haven't seen any. I was gonna say anything past the Gen 4 anime. I think I've seen a little of Gen 5 related stuff because I saw the Victini movie. I realize. Although I don't know when that came out relative, but I've not seen like any of the new anime stuff outside of just a few clips here and there. Okay, Tyranitar. Maybe I'll put it at the very bottom of B. Sometimes I think it looks better. It just like depends on the angle with Tyranitar too is the issue. Like too much from the side and it just looks dumb. But if sometimes you see it from the front, it looks kind of cool. I don't know. It's another one of those, yeah, like angle dependent. Okay, we got Sceptile, which I think is the worst of the 3 Hoenn starters. I think they did a really good job on the Mega Hoenn starters, though. I guess Sceptile's always been my least favorite of the 3. Not that I dislike it. I think it deserves a spot in A, though. I'm just kind of looking at where... I might put it... Going before or after Charizard? I guess I'll do before. And then Blaziken... Probably going there, and Swampert's going there. I mean, I'm a Hoenn kid. It's what I grew up on, so I do have at least some bias towards some of these mons. Blaziken doesn't do a ton to make it like different, but I feel like the additions feel very like an upgraded version of Blaziken. And Mega Swampert is just fucking hilarious. I love it so much. The buff Swampert. It just makes me chuckle every time. Yeah, no, it's if we're counting Megas and favorite Pokemon, it's like top 10 for me. Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir is fine. It doesn't do a ton to make it like crazy interesting. Not bad by any means, just you know, nothing that makes it stand out. I'll probably put it... I think I still prefer regular Gardevoir. I think I'll put it like lower B. I'm trying to figure out how lucky meets the gym leaders. For some reason, I see her battling Raihan and beating the shit out of his Duraludon. He's like, damn it, can't win against her dad. Now she can... Nah! Yeah, no, that definitely seems like a Raihan move. Okay, Mega Sableye pretty cool. I think what they did with the gem was interesting and how it ties into, yeah, like the magic bounce. Is that what it is? Magic bounce? I think that's what it is. The ability. I don't know if I want to put it... I'm going to put it at the very end of high A, or A, not high A. Mega Mawile is cool too. I think it's another, like, cool addition to the Mon that feels like a nice, like, step up from the original design. It's maybe a little less creative than Sableye, but I think it's... I have a soft spot in my heart for Mega Mawile. for I don't even know why. I'm gonna put it like there. I just do. I did remember, yeah, as a kid playing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna Masuda method the shiny Mawile, and then I hatched about 20 eggs and gave up because I got bored. like a true gamer. Mega Aggron's a little wonky looking. I don't know. I feel like it just makes it look strange. Like, it's interesting what they were trying to do with it, but it just looks kind of dorky. It makes it weirdly, like, flat. I don't know. Like, it loses a lot of, like, I guess the texture, so to speak, of it. I don't know if I want to put it here, like... Yeah, that's probably fair. Maybe I'll put it above those two. Mega Metacham. I used to really like Mega Metachan. I feel like I've lost some interest on it over time. I think some of my interest, yeah, will come from, yeah, like how meta some stuff was, or if I used it in X and Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire when I did little tiny bits of competitive battling. Mega Metacham, I think, is fine. Like, I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it's bad. I think it does more than a lot of the Megas in terms of what it does to make itself unique. Maybe I will move it. I guess I just don't care for regular Metacham, and it just like a ton. It just doesn't win me over. I don't like dislike Metacham, but I don't know. Okay. For now, I think I decided they wandered off and got lost when she's still pretty young and followed the rule. Leon put in place to find them close to Jim to get them in contact with her, and she ends up in the two field and meets Milo. Ooh, that makes sense. Milo definitely seems like the type 2 to want to help with that sort of thing. Mega Manetric. Another one that I kind of go back and forth on. Like, some days I really like it, and others I'm just like, eh. I might put it... I think it's going to end up in B. Do I want it in a higher B? Maybe I'll put it a little higher in B. It is kind of funny looking, but in a good way. Feels about right for now. That seems like the nice farmer that lives on the road will help you and give you a lemonade. Nah! Yeah, he does. He does give the the gives you a lemonade vibe. Mega Sharpedo. Kind of a strange one. Another one that I sort of switch back and forth on how I feel. It's kind of a cool design. I think it's an upgrade, but it also doesn't do much to really distinguish itself from regular Sharpedo. I probably can go B tier. Those tending to your scraped knees, yeah. Maybe we put it like, I think I like it a little more than Gyarados. Maybe like there. Okay, the next two Mega Camerupt and Mega Altaria are definitely partially just because I have biases toward both these Pokemon. But they're both just S tiers for me. I think the changes work well for them. I think they accentuate what makes, like an aspect of them that makes them fun and then just pulls it up to 11. Yeah, no, I mean, it's two of my favorite regular Pokemon, so of course they're going to be here. I think I'm going to do, like, Camerupt there. I'm thinking if I want Altaria above or below Swampert. I mean, it's just a big giant ball of fluff. I think Mega Swampert is a more interesting, like, ballsy choice, and that's what makes it so funny. It's just how, like, out of left field it is. But I do really like Mega Altaria as well. It's just a big ball of fluff. It's cute. I guess I'll do that for now. I'll make some tweaks when I'm done with this. Mega Manette's another really cool one in my opinion. I just think that they did... they took the design and kind of evolved it. The original design of Banette evolved it to be something, that feels like a step up from its original, which I think is like the whole point of Megas. I think it's gonna end up in like low S, maybe like there. I'm debating if it should go before or after Blaziken. I think that works. I really like Mega Banette. Mega Absol's the same kind of thing. It's basically the same thing of like, yeah, it took the original Pokemon and made it one step better. I feel like it is weird that I think it's still just pure dark. It doesn't get like fairy or flying, which it feels like either would make sense. Which is a little bit of a missed opportunity, I feel like, but still interesting. I think I'm gonna put you, yeah, like right behind Banette. I think if I want to move Mega Gengar down to A, I might move it to the top of A. Yeah, let's leave it in S. We'll come back and do changes. So I think I'm gonna shuffle some stuff down. Mega Glalie. Nothing mind-blowing, but I feel like it does the same thing, where it kind of takes Glalie and does something interesting with it. You know, makes it a little bit, you know, it ups the ante a bit on it. Stuff like that. Let's see, probably I'll go with A, but I think it's gonna go like very bottom of A. Okay, let's do very bottom of A on it. Mega Salamence. For whatever reason, Mega Salamence never quite connected. I felt like the wings just looked a little strange. Like it doesn't necessarily. It feels like a upgraded version of Salamence, but it's just not anything that like won me over. Like visually, I don't know. Like sometimes I like the way the wings look, and sometimes I don't. That's like a big part of Mega Salamence. You have no clue how Sidewire how I call the Ryan uncle. Have to figure it out. And I don't wanna like I don't dislike some Mega Salamence. Like I feel like I've appreciated it a little bit more as time went on. Yeah, put it. I'll put it there. Some of this might just be like, I like original Salamence, which helps. So yeah, Metagross I've always liked more than Salamence. I'm not like in love with it, but I feel like it works well for Metagross. Let me put it like there. Yeah, it's something where I feel like it nicely evolves what made Metagross work and just bumps it up to 11, which I feel like is what makes the best Megas work, in my opinion. Okay, that's sooner or later. Nah. Okay, Mega Latias and Latios. These are just fucking frustrating to me. Like, they're so hard to tell the difference between them. I feel like they could have done... I don't know why they chose to make them the same color, other than for, like, marketing reasons, given you can fly around on them in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But, like, it was such a missed opportunity to do something interesting with these. I don't hate them, it's just, like, the frustrating bit always brings them down a little bit. I think I like this one slightly more, but it might just be a pose thing. I think I'm gonna put them, like, there. Like, they're not bad. They look cool. You know, it makes them more airplane-esque, which is what, you know, the jet fighter kind of Pokemon. But it just doesn't quite work for me. Okay, Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. They're a step up from the original. They're pretty similar to the original. They don't do anything like that exciting, but it's kind of a cool look for them. Yo, Mega Luxray, but that doesn't exist and it sucks. Yeah. Mega Luxray, I think, could be an interesting one. We'll have to say, I'm really hoping they do add a few more new Megas when they do Legends ZA. It's a perfect opportunity to do it. I really hope they do it, given they're bringing Megas back, which is very nice. It's a fun mechanic. I think the Primals end up in B somewhere, maybe a little on the lower end, just because they don't do that much. I think I prefer Primal Groudon a little bit more, because I feel like just the look fits Groudon a little bit more, with like the glowiness to it, given it's like, yeah, comes from a volcano kind of thing. Gigantamax Luxray would have been so cool. Yeah, no, that would have worked too, yeah. There's always so many Pokemon that you want to see what they could do with like a Gigantamax or a Mega or something. Let's see, where do we want to put? I think Groudon is gonna go a little bit higher actually. I think the look fits Groudon nicely. Maybe we put Groudon like. We could probably put it here, and Kyogre's a little bit lower, probably like here. I think that works. Mega Rayquaza is really cool, I think. I think it's just a really cool design. They somehow made Rayquaza look more badass. And the fact that it was banned from Ubers is just very funny to me. It's going in S tier. Where do I feel like it should go? Probably pretty high, honestly. Might actually put it above Mega Camera. Yeah, I think I'll put it like right there. Feels weird putting it above Mega Camera Up just because I like Camera Up so much, but I feel like it's just such a cool design, and the shiny looks amazing and all that, so. I actually really like Mega Lopunny. I feel like it just adds to Lopunny. Like, it does enough to feel new and unique. But it also keeps a lot of the elements that makes Lopunny kind of work as a Pokemon. I think I want to put you pretty high as well. Maybe like right here. I think I've tended to like a lot of the fighting. Well, not really. Mega Mewtwo's X is down here. I don't know. I tend to like fighting Pokemon. Mega Garchomp. I do like Mega Garchomp. I think it's pretty cool. It's not like amazing, but I feel like, yeah, it's another thing where it takes a cool Pokemon and it iterates on it to make it cooler. Also, the fact that they also fixed this shiny, like they did with Mega Gengar, is so nice that they made it pink. I'm like, thank God they did something with it. It needed it desperately. Do I want an A or B? Maybe I do like low A. Let's do it. I do like it quite a lot, actually. Let's put it like here, I think. That feels about right. The Mega Lucario. Mega Lucario is fine. I don't feel like it does enough to really like win me over more than regular Lucario does. Like it doesn't feel like it adds enough to make it feel special. Like it's a cool design. It works for Lucario. It ups its cool factor, but it doesn't like blow me away in any way. I do still think I probably might put it like top, like very top of B though. Just 'cause I think it is like a visually appealing design, and Lucario's design works well, as is. So, yeah, I think that's fair actually. I actually really like Mega Abomasnow. I feel like what they turned it into just looks very visually cool and unique. And it feels merited existing alongside Abomasnow. I think just the pose is so goofy but so fun. I don't know, it's just a fun design. Let me see, where do I want this on the list? I want to put it in A or S. I might put it at the bottom of S. I really like it. Yeah, okay. Mega Gallade. This is one where I feel like I just prefer Gallade's design. I don't hate Mega Gallade or anything. It just didn't add enough for me to, like, care, I guess. I don't know. I'll probably put it, like right here. Like, it's not a bad design. The cape kind of flowiness is cool. But it's sort of just on par with it for me. You get a surprise trade all the Psyducks after your boxes are full. I have like 3 boxes full of Wooloo and surprise trade all of that. I have been trading them a bit through the Wonder Box and Pokemon Home, because I don't have the online service for Shield. But I use it whenever I find something interesting. Instead of just trading it back in Wonder Box, I switch it out for a Psyduck. Haven't gotten anything that... Well, I've probably gotten a couple cool things. I think I got a Rayquaza from Pokemon Go at one point, which was kind of funny. And I may have gotten, like, a shiny at some point. I don't remember what, though. A couple interesting things. But, no, I've been doing that. It's fun. It's fun to mess around with. It's like you may as well. I ended up. I literally my Pokemon. I have like 1,000 Psyducks in Pokemon Home or something ridiculous. I have to filter when I get the chance, but there are so many of them. It's off. Like if I'm trying to scroll down, just like in the numbered system, like say I want to go look at. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I want to go take a look at something I transferred from Pokemon Go, like a shiny. There was, you know, I don't know what shiny. What was something recent that happened? I don't know. Shiny Grubbin, because that was not too long ago, I guess. You know, I transferred that, go to look at that. I have to scroll so fucking far to get through all the Psyducks, because I have like 2,600 Pokemon at home now. I like before I probably had like 1,100, 1,200, something like that. Actually now it's probably a little bit more. But and I've sort of slowly been transferring some of them to Legends Arceus just to release them. Because it's the fastest method of releasing them, plus I just get a few grid items for it. But I can only do so much, because, you know, I only have so much box space for them in Legends Arceus. And I only boot up Legends Arceus like once a week anyway when I walk on the treadmill. It's just a thing to keep me occupied. So they're I'm overflowing with Psyducks. Okay, we're on to the last two. We got Mega Audino and Mega Diancie. Psyduck's gonna become an invasive species. Yeah, no, really. I like the notion that I literally am going back in time to just send a couple hundred Psyduck into the wild. Like, I'm just like ruining the local population. It's just the town is going to be overflowing with Psyduck everywhere. And the fact that I'm literally going back in time just makes it so funny. I'm changing history at the rate I'm going. Psyduck are going to be everywhere for the rest of time just purely because of me. Mega Audino. I feel like I've never been that big of an Audino person. Although it's grown on me a little bit with time. I did use Mega Audino a bit in Pokemon Radical Red, and I did enjoy using it when I did. And I think that's helped to move it up further than it previously has been. But it still hasn't, like, really won me over, per se. I feel like it's gone up to... Like, it probably would have been on toward the very end of Megas. Now it's sort of, like, a little lower mid kind of point. I might actually move it up here. It does actually do something unique with Audino. It flips Audino on its head, kinda. To the point where it's like practically an entirely new Pokemon. Which is kind of interesting. Sucks the shiny for it is just god awful. Good job, you know, shiny side up, but said you don't have the online. No, it's fine. I actually don't need. I mentioned it's become a tradition for me to get shiny Psyduck, so I actually already have. Let me see. I have one in. I have a Let's Go Pikachu one. I have one in Brilliant Diamond. I have, I think, 2 in Legends Arceus, and now I'm trying to get one in Shield. And I think I've traded a random person for one on Home as well. So I have, like, more shiny Psyducks than I could ever need. I just do it for the sake of tradition. Started because my girlfriend really likes shiny Psyduck, but then I just got attached to it as well. So I've been doing it like crazy. Dumb. It's the dumbest thing that I've decided to hatch 1,400 Psyducks just to get a Pokemon that I already have like 4 shinies of. But that's just how I roll. I'm a crazy little guy. I throw logic out the window. Then Mega Diancie, I'm sort of neutral on it. I don't know if it's better or worse than Diancie. It's just sort of the same to me. I do like Diancie. The dress thing is kind of cool, but it's not enough to really like win me over. I'm gonna put it like there. I think that's about fair. Okay, I want to do some shuffling here. I think I want to do this. I want to move some of these down to here. Maybe like, ooh, let me see. I want this to be a little bit more balanced. Yeah, actually, I might move you down to F. I do feel like it's just like actively worse than Mewtwo, both forms. I'm debating if there's anything else that should be moved down to C. I feel like there should be. I might do you. You. I do you, and I might slap you there. Nah, you probably belong here. Even you might kind of belong up a C. You probably should be lower too. I feel like Megas have been kind of polarizing for me. Oh god, the Farfetch'd is so annoying to evolve, yeah. Like, I mean, there's definitely ways to kind of cheese it, but it is such a dumb evolution stipulation. I feel like my C tier is a little big now. Oop, wrong thing. I might flip these two. Nah. Flip those two. Maybe Kangaskhan probably should be down here more. Yeah, I'm gonna put. You know, fuck. I'm gonna move these two up. Yeah, no, I'm gonna move some of these up. There's some adjustment going on here. I actually think, even though the Mega Latios thing is frustrating, they do look cool. I do that. Yeah, I think I do that. I keep like debating Mega Audino. I just like don't know where I want to put it. I think it's hard too because the line between like B and C is so blurry. Check, you're missing 34 Pokemon. Not bad at all. It's very doable. Okay, I'm gonna scoot down. I think Gengar, like there. Yeah, nah. Let's do that. I might. I'm gonna move. Yeah. You probably should be up one more, actually. I'll move. Should that be like that? No, that's probably fair. Yeah, seems about right. I keep like debating stuff. Maybe I just go with this and stop overthinking it. You also forgot the fossil ones. All I might. Yeah, Poe, you should be able to trade for them on Pokemon Home. Generally speaking, if you put anything like decent up, you can get most trades on Home. Like, I go pretty nutso on Home, like, you know, like, it's not even that hard to trade for, like, most legendary Pokemon if you know what you're doing. Because you just need to know, like, what is in raids right now in Pokemon Go, and then you trade for that, and then you trade up a little bit, a couple times. You get most legendaries. So yeah, if you just literally just put up the counterpart of it, like if you need like a Kabuto or an Ammonite, and you just put up one or the other for the other one, you'll get it in like 10 minutes. And if you want something faster, you just find a fully evolved Pokemon in like the DLC area or something, and that's more than enough to do it usually. So I can download this, and then I'm gonna close this for now. I feel like I'm gonna look at this tier list in a week and be like, what the hell was I on? With the Megas. I feel like my Pokemon just switch so dramatically on Megas so much. Alright, to pull it back up real quick, actually. Like, there's a lot of them I like, and there's a lot of them I'm just sort of like, eh. But the ones that I like, I really like. Like, pretty much everything, even to, like, something in B tier. I do very much like a lot of these. I don't know. It's hard to say. The more I look at my I'm like, wait, am I right? Maybe... Hang on. Let me try one thing. I like how I saved this and I'm like, wait a minute, actually. I think the issue is some of these just don't feel like they're quite on the same level. Hang on. But then at the same, yeah, it's like, it's hard. The more I look at Mega Lucario, the more it grows on me. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, I feel like I'm like in a constant state of shifting things downward. But I guess it makes sense for most things to be in like the A to C range. I'm gonna go with this iteration. I'm gonna stop overthinking it though, and I'm just gonna download it and just leave the page so I stop overthinking it. Might just move a ton of home and see what I can trade. Honestly, that's a good way to go about doing it. Yeah, yeah. That's, I feel like, just a generally good idea. Okay, let's see. Every starter we could get in Legend ZA ranked. That's an intriguing one, just purely based off of how much I'd want to see them. So what's a type? Yeah, there's a lot of dumb trades. Yeah, nobody's trading a type null for a Spritzy. There's always a gazillion just trades that are never in a million years gonna happen. But hey, that's just how it be sometimes. Okay, screw it. Let's do this tier list from a perspective of Pokemon I'd want to, or starters I would explicitly want in Legends ZA, because I would assume this means we're getting an alternate form as well. I think immediately it's safe to just knock out the newest starters. I don't see a need for them to get a new form as of now, or to get like that core essence of them to want to get a rework. I think that generally applies to these guys. I guess Rillaboom probably could have the most intro if I'm doing this in order in each tier. I did I say I went for my birthday. Birthday. Ah! Oh wait, my friend traded a legendary for a shiny Wooloo. Just to surprise my birthday because I go, aww, that's cute. No, that's shiny Wooloo is great too. Yeah. And then out of these, what do I feel like? I feel like it could be like that. Could be like that. Okay. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the Gen 1 starters have also kind of had enough remixing in a sense done to them with the Megas and the Gigantamaxes that I just don't think they need it as much as some of the other, like, less popular Pokemon. I feel like with Legends Arceus, I want to say they intentionally picked Pokemon that generally were just not paid attention to as much. I feel like Decidueye, I mean, Incineroar was meta and got added to Smash, and I think Primarina has like the beauty quality, and I think everyone get caught up on liking Rowlet, but not enough people really care about Decidueye. So, you know, Gen 5 starters I think are on the more forgettable side, and the Gen 2 starters are also a little more on the forgettable side. But they kind of had a range. I think, yeah, Gen 1 doesn't really benefit from the remixing as much. I think they benefit a little more than the Gen 1 starters. Okay, honestly, like if I were to see one, I think I'd be interested in a Bulbasaur or a Squirtle one, but not a Charmander one. We just don't need another Charizard related thing. Charizard gets enough love as is that it doesn't benefit. Okay, now we're starting to get a little bit more interesting. Eevee and Pikachu as starters are not that interesting either. Like, I just don't think they work the same way. I mean, it would be cool to get another Eeveeolution, but like to have it only be a starter, it just like doesn't work. Eevee just does not work for this type of game. To have that branching evolution to be like a starter, like Eevee only works in a scenario where it remains Eevee. I get well, not necessarily. I mean, it's actually conceptually interesting. It's just that it kind of kills the point of remixing the starter if you can just evolve it into a bunch of other Pokemon and not necessarily have to get the one that is new to the game. I think it would be an interesting starter, something that could evolve into any, you know, not any, but a lot of different types. It just allows for player, I guess, expression, so to speak. And the flexibility of, you know, based off what you want to use in your team. Okay, it's intriguing of a concept, actually. But I feel like it would still kill the point. Pikachu doesn't really need anything. I mean, another Raichu form could be intriguing, but as a starter, I don't know. I think I'm just going to put it right there. It doesn't really need attention, per se. Okay, now we're getting into interesting territory. So, these are all starters that are, what, Gen 7 and below, so it's been long enough that they're not as fresh in people's heads. Some have had more recent love than others, given the like BDSP, for example. As opposed to, like, the Gen 2 starters not really getting much at all recently. Or even, like, the Gen 3 starters. Or especially 5, too. Like, okay. Which of these Pokemon benefit, I think, the least from... I don't think Incineroar needs it. Incineroar has had, yeah, it's had Smash, it's been meta. I think a lot of people just like the Pokemon. There probably are some interesting things that can be done, but it's just not as needed. I think Greninja falls in the same boat. I'm going to put it slightly above just because... See, yeah, it's also Smash and meta, and just because it's been slightly longer. Honestly, that might really be it for B tier. Let's see. I mean... Yeah, like, I think they just don't need it as much. Okay, I'll come back to it later. I think it's hard to say with some of, like, the Gen 3 starters for me, because I know I like him, but I don't know what the general... I think people generally like him, but there's no, like... You know, it's not, like, as universal as, like, yeah, Charizard or Greninja in terms of what people like. Okay. Okay, based on just recently having stuff, I don't think Torterra, Piplup, or Infernape need it as much. Given, yeah, BDSP and them being in Legends Arceus. They're more fresh in people's minds. I feel like they're some of the better starter designs. I think Gen 4 and Gen 3 have some of the best starter trios, in my opinion. But yeah, Gen 4's fresh. What would be the most interesting... I feel like Infernape has generally been the most meta. Well, it's probably not been for a while. I feel like interesting things could be done with... I feel like more interesting things could be done with Infernape than Torterra, personally. And I think Empoleon could have some interesting ideas about ways to, like, you know, remix the design. I do feel like Gen 3 starters are generally also quite liked. And don't, especially like Swampert and Blaziken. I feel like Sceptile is the least of the three, but even then, I don't think it's overlooked. I don't think, also, yeah, Primarina, I think people generally like. It's got a good typing, a unique enough typing, and it's been recent enough with Gen 7. I think we'll just put it at the very end. Also, I feel like it's a little bit weirder to remix. But it could definitely... Well, maybe I'll put this one in B, actually. Like, very top of B. Like, I just don't think it needs it as much. Okay, yeah. So Gen 3. I think if I were to say... I think these go above Gen 4, just because, yeah, as I mentioned, BDSP and Legends Arceus had those. But I feel like Gen 3 starters generally get a lot of love from the community. Which, I mean, could be a reason to give them more, but I feel like the best opportunity for regional forms and stuff of that nature is to improve upon, or to try to make less valued Pokemon more inherently valuable. Yeah, okay. So let's do... I think Mudkip is the most liked, but I feel like Mudkip could have something interesting done. Same with Torchic. I think we do like that. I think Trico would need it the most. So I think, yeah, it's the only one without a dual typing. It, I think, is probably generally the least picked of the three. I don't know what... I feel like Sceptile would almost be the hardest to, like, remix for some reason. But I feel like it having a subtyping would benefit it. So, yeah. Okay. So some of this is going to come down to bias. I think the rest of these are S tier picks. I know people tend to like Gen 2 more, but I feel like it's a little on the weaker end of the starter trio. Same with Gen 5. I feel like nobody really thinks about Chestnut that much. Or Fennekin, you know. But yeah, I think Gen 2, 5, and 6 are the least relevant starter trios, which is what makes them good candidates for this. I feel like Feraligatr has a good design. I think it's probably my favorite of the... I don't know if my favorite, but like I don't think it needs it as much. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna put it top of A. This might just be personal opinion. It would be cool to have it have a subtyping. No, I think it goes bottom of S. A subtyping would be interesting for it. I think Gen 6. I feel like Meganium would benefit also from a subtyping in a new... I feel like Meganium is the most underwhelming battler out of the 3 Gen 2 starters, and that would help that. I guess Emboar comes next, because, I mean, we have a lot of firefighting types, so it would be nice to get something that makes it stand out, given it kind of just falls short when compared to Infernape and Blaziken, given there's 3 firefighting types back to back to back Gen Ys. Oop, wrong button. I feel like, yeah. I mean, it gets a cool move set because of the subtyping, though. It gets all like the punches and stuff. This is where it gets interesting. I mean, I think these are the 4 that need it the most. I want to lean toward the Gen 6 ones coming next. I feel like Fennekin and then Chestnut. I feel like they're cool Pokemon designs, but they're kind of just less thought about. They both do have subtypings already, which is nice, but... And yeah, they got decent move pools. Maybe Feraligatr should be a high, or Totodile. Purely because it doesn't have a subtyping, actually. You want to put your hand on your chin? But yeah, purely because it doesn't have a swipe. Actually, let's move it up. Yeah, I think these two just, yeah, they haven't had much relevance recently. So having a Legend ZA starter of them would be nice to bring them a little bit more into relevancy. But they do already have, yeah, subtypings. They already have, you know, decent move pools. You know, some interesting aspects of them. Okay, then there's finally these two. Who needs it more, in my opinion? Meganium or Serperior? I feel like Serperior has the hidden ability Contrary, which helps. But yeah, both of them are pure typings. They have underwhelming move pools. They kind of... I mean, I think Serperior gets forgotten, because Gen 5 starters, I think, tend to get a little more forgotten. You know, Gen 2, people like Gen 2, but I feel like Meganium is talked about not a ton anymore in terms of, like, starters that people really like. I feel like Serperior gets probably talked about less, just because people are fans of Gen 2. And I feel like there's a lot more you could probably do with Serperior in terms of creating subtyping and remixing the Pokemon than... I feel like Meganium's a little bit harder to come up with variations on. Yeah, I think this works pretty well. Maybe I'll move... Do I want to move Popplio back up to A? For starters in ZA. I'm also debating if I want Eevee and B. Conceptually, Eevee's good. It just doesn't work in the trios. I mean, I guess it could work if they were to hypothetically add, like, 3 new Eeveeolutions. As regional kind of mons. That would be really insane. And then you could just pick between all the Eeveeolutions and you just get Eevee as a starter. That would be weird. But that would be intriguing. You know what? Actually, fuck it. I'm going to move that up to B. That's an intriguing idea. I don't think they're going to do it. That's, I think, too bold for that Nintendo. But that would be a very interesting concept. Yeah, Popplio's probably fine in B. I guess, now that I think about it, the Gen 3 starters do have Megas. Maybe I move the Gen 4 starters up, actually, just purely off that, is that they have had some form of remixing. And I'm going to put Popplio at the very end of A. It does have the subtyping and all that, but yeah, I think a little more attention on it wouldn't hurt. Okay, I think this is a fair way of putting starters we could get in Legends Arceus. It'd be really funny if they just took the same 3 trio from Legends Arceus and just made new forms again. It'd be very funny. That'd just be a top 10 Nintendo troll right there. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Okay. That is Pokemon starters I would be the most intrigued by for, you know, ZA, assuming it'd be very funny if I guess it is a region set in Kalos, so I didn't really consider that when making this list. So I guess there's a little bit less value placed on Chespin and Fennekin now that I point that out, but it could be interesting, I guess. It'd be very funny. Yeah, they could just go with the 3 Kalos starters. Like, I feel like they would benefit from it. They might not even do regional forms for the starters. Or even new regional forms for ZA. I guess because it's like, what it seems like it takes place more in a modern day setting, which would make regional forms not as logical, I guess? I don't know. I'm honestly all for regional forms. I feel like they add a lot, or new evolutions or whatever. That could be an interesting one. What? Yeah, Gen 6 Pokemon would benefit from an additional evolution stage in ZA. I'm gonna take a sec just to do a few of these. I might have to go take a bathroom drink break. I'm been talking a lot. So it's getting a wee bit tired. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Okay. I am looking to see if there's any other interesting tier lists that come. I mean, I can't just do ranking every Pokemon of a certain type. The bird tier list. At that point, I might as well just do a flying type tier list. Pokemon region map. Okay, I would do this, but this is too much effort to fucking decipher which region is which based off this map. So I'm not doing that. I could figure it out, I'm sure. I just don't want to. And yeah, another thing, yeah, like Pokemon TCG sets ranked seems intriguing, but I just could not tell you enough about what cards are in what sets. We do Ryan's favorite Pokemon. Who's Ryan? I don't know. There was the interesting thing, yeah, where it was like sprite work, or like in-game work. Yeah, it kind of showed. I don't know if it shows. This is a weird. I don't know exactly what they were going for with this. So let's say I go to Pokemon Sword and Shield in-game. It like shows like the evolution lines for Pokemon available in the game, I guess? It's not actually based off the sprite. It's a weird way of doing it, where it like bunches these Pokemon together. I mean, I could rank it based off how viable I think they are. But, like, there's a lot of different ways, or how fun they are to use, or how much I just like the Pokemon in general. But it's interesting that the different Hitmons are all separate things. I don't know what this exactly is going for. I like the concept, and I think the sprite, like the little boxism, is like such a cool visual way of showing it. Ryan's favorite Pokemon probably is Darutala. Why am I suddenly just like doubting myself? I would imagine, yeah. I can rank Pokemon just based off gens. It's not that exciting. Middle stage Pokemon. That is something that's intriguing. It's like with Pokemon Fusion, but actually I don't want to look at that. I'd rather... I want to play that at some point. I'd rather not spoil myself. I do have to play Pokemon Fusion. What do you expect from Pokemon Direct 2040? 24... Wow, this person just got all of them wrong. Which is very funny. And they put 5 options, which was... What is the first one even supposed to be? Legends Arceus DLC or something? Let's Go Togepi and Let's Go Meryl, which... Would that even be... What would they pick for Let's Go Johto games as the 2 mascots, assuming they did it that way? Legends Kyurem, nope. Pokemon... Yeah, they wanted the like BDSP, but for black and white, nope. White Omega, is this like a... what would be the difference here? Is it just assuming purely based off, is the art style more like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire or more like BDSP? I don't know. I don't know what they're insinuating. Or is Fly... I assume it's Duraludon. That just feels like Raihan's because that's the Pokemon he like walks around with. Or like if you find, because you can find like the gym leaders in the DLC area, for example. Just like they'll be out and about in like the Isle of Armor and stuff. So I kind of because that's sort of his ace. But he does feel like a Flygon guy too, not gonna lie. Okay, sorry, there's another one for Pokemon predictions. For the direct. This is just funny. Okay, so I'm assuming that means a black and white remake didn't happen. Although that would be nice at some point sooner or later. Just for... They just need to really fucking release old games on the Switch. You know, the GBA and the DS games. It's kind of baffling that they haven't. Pokemon Legends Celebi, not the right Legends, but a Legends game did happen. I'm guessing that just means a new Mystery Dungeon game. Nope. Once again, let's go Meryl and let's go Pichu. Okay, not Togepi. Huh. People are... I guess Meryl does make sense, given the show and, like, the anime. I mean, I would pick Meryl, probably. I like the Meryl line. I think they're adorable. I would honestly be hyped for a new Let's Go game. I know people are kind of mixed on them. But I feel like they're fun. They're cute. I don't know if I'd like it. I think Johto's... I still think it's probably the worst region. No offense to Johto likers. Full offense to Johto likers. No. And I don't think they'd fix any of the actual issues the game has. But, you know, I have like a weird nostalgia for Johto because I did Heart Gold Soul Silver Heart Gold was the first game that I bought upon launch Pokemon wise. So Galar's the best region? I would say, yeah, I don't know if I'd call it the best. It's definitely on the upper end, in my opinion, but at the same time, most of the regions I feel like are good. Like, I feel like the only 2 that I'm, like, iffy on are Johto and Alola. And Alola's more of a pacing issue, and Johto, just because, like, they fucked up the story and the boss battles. And they somehow messed up Kanto. Galar as Leon, true. And then Gen 10, yeah, that was probably just not gonna happen. It is kind of funny seeing what people predict, and then knowing what actually came out. What the... Sorry, test run sprites. Okay, it's Pokemon Fusion sprites. Okay, I'm not gonna look at that. I just scrolled down. I was like, what am I looking at? But it was fusions. Ranking every pseudo legendary. Yeah, it's too much effort. Legendary trios. I think I did that sort of recently. Pokemon trainers. Okay, that's like barely anybody. Pokemon dating sim. This is just asking what I want to date. Okay. Okay, that one's intriguing just because it's funny. Worst Pokemon ever. What is in the worst Pokemon ever list? Okay, some of these I see how we got there. Others I'm like, what are you on about? This is such a specific thing. Like, it starts off where I'm like, I totally get how we got, yeah, like Volbeat and Illumise and Jinx and Sunflora and Dunsparce, blah, 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 Smoochum. But then the more you scroll down, you're like, what did, like, fucking Pawmot do to get on here? And Morpeko and Incineroar. Why is there Cobalion and Terrakion, but not Virizion? How did, like, Magmortar and Rhyperior even end up on this list? Who dislikes those? Like, I get maybe people not loving them. This is such a strange... Why is, like, Combuskin and Pelipper here? Why Combuskin? Like, I feel like in terms of middle stage starter evolutions, that's on the better end. At first I was like, this seems subjective. I'm like, oh, I kind of get it. I was agreeing for the most part and understanding. I was confused by Combuskin, and then I got to Latios. I'm like, why is it just Latios, but not Latios? And then I saw Licky Licky and gave up, because Licky Licky's great. Fuck all the haters who don't like Licky Licky, they're wrong. No, I'm not doing hottest Pokemon. Pokemon Team Builder. What the f— This is just an absurd list of Pokemon for a team builder. I mean, conceptually interesting. Wait, why does it say Smash in Rule 34? Wait, hang on. I thought we were making an actual team. Wait, I was like, ooh, what would be good for a team? No, this is just a horny thing. Why is— no! I thought it was an actual team builder. I got excited. Oh, Jesus. Let's hatch like one more, and then I should probably take a quick BRB break because I'm out of liquid and I'm thirsty from talking. My poor innocent. I'm scrolling by fucking Pokemon Smasher Pass and like hottest Pokemon. I just want a silly little ooh, build a team kind of tier list. Like, what would you want on your team? No, it's just fucking more horny. Stop being so horny. Anyway, give me the egg. I can never escape the horny. Okay, let's get a save in. Still no blue duck. We've gone through— what did we start at today? I think we've gone over like 120 or something of that nature. With no luck yet. Okay, you get to look at these guys for a few moments while I step away. BRB. How the duck been doing? Oh, hi! Welcome! What are you up to, you little silly guy? Okay. Anyway, back to the hunting. Okay. What else we got? Anything else of interest? Any other tier list I can find? Pokemon all characters. All starter. Infinite Fusion Calculator? Oh, okay, it's just a bunch of fur alligator stuff. Okay, that's weird. League of Pokemon Elements. What? Oh, okay, you're giving types to League of Legends characters. Okay, cool. I've never played League of Legends. I figured that was League of Legends. I was just confused. Oh, okay, here's just some custom Pokemon. Oh, custom regional designs. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do this one, but this one's interesting enough to put on screen. Yeah, looks like they have like a Stoofle and a Beware kind of variant and a Lycanroc. Huh, these are actually pretty well done. What was the? That's okay. I think the artist's name, who hopefully, I would hope that's the artist's name who made them, because they're kind of interesting. Pokemon Go Wild Spawns tier list. Just a bunch of random Pokemon. Okay, that feels very specific as to when that works. Who did it better, Pals versus Pokemon? Okay, well, as intriguing as this is, I would probably just pick the Pokemon for, like, all of them. So I'm not going to do this. And also, I guess that's just because I have an inherent bias. What, pink shiny Pokemon, Paradox Pokemon. Pokemon Close Combat version 9. Wait, what? Okay, that's just a few specific. That's weird. That's not even all the Pokemon that can learn Close Combat. I don't know what that is. Rate the Pokemon. Okay, what? This is so specific. What? Why is it just the evolutions and some of the starters? What is this tier list accomplishing? Is this just like a tier list of Pokemon your friend who knows very little about Pokemon know, and you want them to rank? Like, so specific. Another who's better, the Pokemon of the Pal. Ultra Beast. Unique variation / mutation. Huh. I don't know where all of these are from. This is such a... This is strange. A lot of this is anime based, so I don't actually know it. Except I like how one of the new Snap Pokemon are there, but not all of them. I don't know if I'd want... Like, I guess I don't have the context for a lot of these to rank them. This is kind of an intro. I mean, this one's actually kind of a cool idea. What is, like... now I just want to know the context for, like, the Carbink. Oh, yeah, like the little heart spin and Wooper. That's cute. I think some of these are, like, mystery dungeon based. That's interesting. Regional bug Pokemon. Oh, the gold star cards. That's another intriguing one. I mean, I could do this one. I don't have that much strong opinion. A lot of these do look cool, though. Yeah, these cards are, like, absurdly expensive nowadays. They're sick as hell, but... Yeah, I don't have a strong enough opinion. Like, a lot of these would just be in, like, A and S. It's cool that they did these. I just wish, yeah, that they were actually, like, obtainable. They were, like, literally, like, hundreds and hundreds of dollars for all of them. A lot of them are really cute. I mean, they have like the most recent card set was a shiny related thing. Paldean Fates, I believe it was. That one was interesting. And they have a bunch of shiny Pokemon, but they don't do anything like crazy. There's a couple like full art cards that are nice. I got a card a few days ago that's worth over like damn. Did you just like unbox it or like get it from a pack, or did you intentionally buy it? Oh, they have a thing. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. Brandon's favorite TCG. I don't know who the fuck Brandon is, but I respect him for this one. Got some cool cards in there. Slab it, main binder, secondary over. Disappointed by trades. Like, I got a bunch of the kind of uniquer cards. I'd actually be down for this. There's a lot here. Wow, there's a lot here. Some of these are like broken images. I pulled it and looked at the TCG and I was like, ah! Well, congratulations on that. Oh boy. There's a lot here. Did this person like literally just go through every fucking card in existence? Like, it just keeps going. When does it stop? I'm scrolling. I don't know if I'm at the bottom of the, I don't think I'm at the bottom of the page yet. I think it's still loading. Just out of curiosity, what card was it? Just because I might be familiar. You got a little card book on here. Ooh, fun. Yeah, now my girlfriend and I have been trying to collect one of each of every Pokemon. We've been doing that for quite a while. Just as like a side little fun thing. We're almost done. Out of the cards we're missing, there's only a few that are not like Gen 9 Pokemon that just haven't been released yet, or have only had like one release. The Lugia V card. Oh, is it like the alternate art? I think I know what you're talking about. Where it's kind of like swimming underwater, I want to say. I think I know what you're thinking, what you're saying. Hang on, you get it for funsies? I'm just gonna literally pull it up because this tier list is so large that it's not even loading. Give me TCG player. It would be, yeah, this one. This one, I would assume, right? This is a really cool one. I know, yeah, a lot of people wanted this one. The spicy boy. Yep, nah. Yeah, we don't actually do too much actual pack opening. We just mainly buy like singles from TCG Player and a couple of local stores. So I think the best thing we've pulled since we've been doing it was actually from a Christmas gift from yeah, let me see if I can find it. It was an Altaria alternate art or full art. It's only like, it's like $20. It's not like crazy rare. It's a nice card though. I find it just for funsies. Where is it? Hang on. Bought a few from that website. I love how they ship them. Harry. You probably get a record, Leon. We actually have, yeah, literally both. Spheal is like our favorite Pokemon, so we literally have every Spheal card. We've been trying to get it. Yeah, my girlfriend really likes Bill, so we don't have every Bill card, but we have a lot of them. Some of them are kind of expensive just because, you know, he's been out forever. Am I spelling like Altaria wrong? Let me see. Hang on. Okay, I am just not finding this card for some reason. Wait. I'm determined. It's a cute card because I like Altaria. Am I just blind? What's going on here? There's something named Select. Okay, I actually don't know why I'm not finding it right now, but okay, whatever. Pretend that I found it, and you're like, wow, that's a cool card. Huh. I can't tell if I'm literally just missing it like a bozo, or if it's for some reason just not showing up. I think for some reason it's just not showing up. Okay, whatever. Pretend it was a cool card. Oh, I finally loaded the whole card thing. I'm gonna hopefully get the Zamazanization cards with Hop on them next time. Ooh, fun. You want? Yeah, Milo has a couple nice cards that are not super expensive because I'm a cheapo. Well, this person does have a lot of cute cards in here. This person has good taste in cards. Okay. You know, I'm just gonna go back to the normal kind of V tier. No, EF. I'll just rank it based purely off the card. Yeah, Piers and Raihan's cards. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's see. The Epsil's fine. There's so many cards. I'm just gonna base generally off if I like it or not. I'm not gonna do it like relative to these cards. And I'm also not gonna overthink this. Okay. This card's fine. It's probably like C tier. I don't dislike it or anything. It's just regular Epsil. The Luigi Pikachu is very cute and goofy. But the Rainbow Secret Rare is a Leon, right? Ooh, dang. I don't think we actually... I don't think we have a single Rainbow card, funny enough. I mean, there's some that you could get relatively cheap. It just never really came up. The Pikachu with the Sliger Ball is kind of funny. It is a little bit of a janky art. Like a weird pose, but conceptually it's quite goofy. I'll put it like B. It's just sort of like an okay Pidgeot. It's just like an okay Aerodactyl. Cool, they're cool designs, but they're not anything that I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go look this up now and get it. Okay. Is the Rainbow Rare Leon card? Ah! Figure why not? Yeah, at that point you may as well, especially if you like him as a character. The Articuno's fine. Rico's kind of interesting, but nothing amazing. The Apom is that's a funny fucking face. The Pikachu one's kind of cute. Nothing crazy. I do like Torkoal. Some of these also, yeah, I didn't know that much I like the Pokemon. Uncle Ryan is great. Nah! I like Torkoal. That's kind of a good little card. Interesting Grovyle, nothing that interesting. I like Swellow. So those are like based off the anime. Okay, sorry, this Rowlet is that's S tier. That actually, yeah, no, it's in the backpack. Yeah, I'll put it in A. I do really like it. It's in a backpack that's cute. I'll see if there's anything else. This is also A tier. Very cute. Can decide which Piers card I want, so you got them both. Nah! Yeah, I've been there before. I've seen, yeah, like the Evolutions where they're drawn with this like very specific art style. It's kind of strange. I do kind of dig it, but it's also a little weird. I think I'm gonna put it like B. Rookie's a little weird looking, but kind of cute. Okay, the Eevee's like adorable. Okay, you got Eevee. It looks like a Drapion and a Scrafty. That's kind of cool. Nothing crazy. Absols are sort of fine. There's this Flagon and the Breloom. Pokemon I like, but nothing crazy. I can't say the Nuzleaf's bad. To be fair, it's hard to find cards that I actively dislike. What is that? Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to get... It's like on its like butt with its belly. It's so weird, but I kind of like it. It's a different side to Linun almost. Very literally. Chico's just sort of fine. Is the Nidoking like... Is it fall? What is happening with that Nidoking? I have not seen actually a lot of these cards. I wonder if some of these are like Japanese exclusive because they look like they have little markers in the bottom because they're based off like trainers almost. Could be Japanese exclusive. It could just be like promo stuff. I have no idea. A lot of these, I mean, like what? All of these are in Japanese, so I'm not as familiar with Japanese exclusives because I don't live in Japan. Kind of a weird Nidoking card. I'll put... No, I don't want to put B. I want it to C. Giratina cool, but nothing that makes me, like, actively excited, I guess. Maybe I'll put it B. It's a cool card. I like it. It's very cute. Braviary's fine. I'm not that big of a Hoopa person, so there. This one's interesting, but I would not go out of my way to get that at all. Just because I don't have an attachment to Claire. Murkro's fine. I do like a lot of the older card aesthetics, but they're not anything crazy. Noctowl, yeah, Scizor. I do just like Butterfree. A lot of these are just coming out of personal bias. That's kind of an interesting pose on the Weavile. That's just sort of fine. That's just sort of fine. I like what the expression this Lotad is making is very confusing, not gonna lie. But so I think I want to put that B. I do like Lotad though. This one's cute. Oop. I didn't even realize I was dragging it. I like Torchic. It's simple, so I'm gonna put a B in the face and the back. It's cute. It's sort of PNG-esque though. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting Tyranitar. Houndoom's fine. Umbreon's fine. Latias and Latios are fine. Pidgeot is fine. It's kind of goofy. Okay, I really just don't care about that Nidorino. I'm sorry. I like the old card aesthetic, but I mean honestly, I don't really care about Pidgeotto either. Let's be real. Like they're not bad. Well, it's hard because like I don't have anything against the card. I'm just sort of like they're fine. A lot of these I wouldn't go out of, like a lot of the C tier is like stuff I wouldn't go out of my way to buy. Like I'm not gonna be disappointed getting cards. I guess if I paid like $2 for a mystery card and I got the Nidorino, I'd be disappointed. But that's because I just don't like care enough. I wouldn't spend $2 on it. Cause I'm a cheap ass. It's kind of an intriguing Articuno pose. Yeah, whatever. Sneasel. Honestly, the Poke is kind of a cool pose. I really like this card. I think it's a nice one. The Level X Pikachu. I have a big nostalgia factor for like the Level X cards because that's when I was collecting as a child. Honestly, I would really like that card, to be honest. I'm never going to get it because it's like $400, $500 or something absurd. The Piplup's very cute. These are both very cute. Oh, did I just... Okay, hang on. Beep, beep. We are running a little low on space, but I think we'll manage. The Pikachu cosplay, or not the Eevee cosplaying as an evolved form of itself is very funny. And adorable. They're both A tier. We're gonna be doing some scrolling here pretty soon. I like Caterpie. That's kind of cute. There's nothing like blowing me away about it though. It's kind of a cool card too. Same with you. Nothing I'm like dying for, but cute stuff. Having Brock's face kind of takes it down a little for me, but it is still kind of cute. I just like Mudkip. It is interesting because I'm seeing a bunch of cards here that I'm, maybe not a bunch, but I'm seeing some cards I'm just not familiar with here. We Weavile's fine. I mean, I do kind of like the pose. I do like Weavile. Yeah, I'll put it in B. Screw it. Gyarados is kind of interesting. Also a B. Gyarados kind of a B. Stuff I like. I do like this too. Honestly, the Aerodactyl is kind of funny. Just the way it's like, Mah! I just really like Ampharos, and it's just kind of a funny pose. Yeah, you're probably a B. So are you? I do like this art style is interesting for like Lance's Pokemon. Heracross hyper beaming is very funny. The Raptor one's kind of interesting, but nothing amazing. It's sort of fine with that. Okay, Pikachu dressed as Rowlet is very cute. Okay, now we're getting into alphabetical stuff. This is interesting. Okay, Absol EX I'm gonna put in like B tier. Pretty cool card. Absol level X I'm gonna do A. I do believe I actually own that from childhood. This is a card I know I own from childhood. It's decent. You're kind of an interesting pose and like angle. You're You're just a PNG. You're fine. This one's kind of a foolish card. I do like the Delta Species was an interesting concept. I wonder if they were to bring it back, how it would do something of that nature. I guess they're kind of doing it similarly with the terrestrialization cards, but I don't know, they're a little less flashy. Yeah, maybe I should be. Okay, I'm gonna move this down to F, not because I hate it, but because I just don't care about Claire. I'm gonna move a couple of these cards down to D. I guess I could put you just to the bottom of D. It's not bad. It's an interesting card. Just a couple of these. Absol just because that's just a fucking PNG and it's just nothing that interesting. I don't need to read out. Okay. That's kind of it's a weird pose. It looks a little jank, but I like it. You're kind of cute. I do have this card from Child. It's a nice card. This one's pretty sick. Yeah, I'll put that in A. Hey, Alakazam's always nice. Funny enough, my girlfriend and I just bought this Altaria the other day. I'll put it in A. I actually probably could literally just go grab it right now. I'm too lazy though. Yeah, I'm looking a little lower. I'm starting to see some cards we have, which is kind of funny. That's a cute Ampharos. I like Ampharos, so there's just bias. Some of this is just biased off Pokemon I like more. Arcanine EX is pretty cool in my opinion. I put that A. I actually want to put Absol EX in A. I think I will. Okay. Just trying to put that back in alphabetical. Okay, I got some of the Arceuses. Yeah, they're fine. I don't know, like, the black one's a little weird because it's just a butt shot. Grass is a little bit better in my opinion. Nothing to die for. I do like the Arceus level X cards. I mean, I like most of the level X cards because, as I said, I just have that nostalgia factor for them. No EX. That is kind of a weird angle. I don't dislike it, but it doesn't stand out in comparison to a lot of the EXs. I'll put it in B. I just like the design of the EX cards. This is sort of the old classic feel, but it's just nothing that interesting pose-wise. I like Articuno, but yeah, once again, nothing that interesting. Funny, I do have this Articuno Zapdos Moltres threesome from my childhood. They're kind of cool. They're like interesting secret rares. They look nice together. And you're sort of just fine. Shiny Bagon's a little interesting. I'll probably put a B. You're also I like the angle. You're kind of a dynamic pose. I'm a pose guy. We do have this Barboach card, I know. I really like it. It just looks so goofy the way it's like... Blaziken. I do have some bias toward Blaziken. Not gonna lie there. I like the pose for this one. This one's kind of a weird pose, but I like the EX cards too. Even this one's another nice one. But then I like the level X one. This pose I'm a little less fond of. Actually, I might put the EX one down here too. You're kind of just a B tier. I like it, but not a lot. You're kind of bland. Breloom. I do like Breloom. I'm not like a diehard Breloom fan. You're kind of just fine. You're a goofy pose. I'll put you in B. Unfortunately, you're just a PNG. I'll put you in B just because I like Breloom, but I can't get that emotionally invested in PNG cards. Or cards where it's literally just like PNG of the Pokemon slapped on a background. Because it's like so obvious that they're doing it too. Thankfully they don't really seem to do that anymore, but it was pretty prevalent in Gen like 3 and 4 cards. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. You're fine. You're a little cuter, I'll put you in B. I like Butterfree, but I'm just like, I'll put it in B. I'll put you in B as well. I just like Butterfree in general. Okay. We're making our way. We're in the B's. I'm definitely not finishing this today. There are so many cards here. This is a really sick Cacturne card. I've always liked this Cacturne EX. It's a little generic of a Caterpie, but we're big Caterpie fans. We have like all these Caterpie cards. The other three are just A tier. This one we got pretty recently, and then this one we've had for a little while. That's a cool Celebi card. I do like the EX cards. They're definitely not. I feel like Ultra Rares have gotten more interesting over time with the level X's and the Primes, and now like the GXs and stuff. But there is sort of like a nostalgic feel to them that I do like about the EX cards. I don't have very many of them, but I do appreciate the ones I do have. You're like a B tier. You're kind of interesting of a card. Same with you. I'll put you in B. You're not like blowing me away. But it's a star card, so it's obviously nice. Okay, yeah, we got like the original Charizard card. It's a nice card. I'm not like in love with it. I know a lot of people, yeah, are like, it's like the gold standard of Pokemon cards. You know, it's one of those cards that everyone really, like a lot of big collectors go for it. I'm just gonna put it in B tier. Same with this one. I do really like this level X card. I do actually have this one. Unfortunately, I have it in for my childhood because I would have unpacked it. Is it the promo or is it the one from the actual set? I mean, I have both of them, and they're both like lightly played, which is very funny because with Charizard, like normally when you go from like, or if you get like cheaper cards, you go from near mint. You can get like a $3 card to lightly played is like $2.90, right? And then with Charizards of like high price, it's like near mints are like 200, and then lightly playeds are like 100. Paracard is him laying in Leon. Oh, that is a very cute one. Yeah, the one where he's laying in Leon's lap. I do like that card. Yeah. That's a nice one. And then this one's probably like a B tier. They're nice, but not anything crazy. Honestly, this is on the lower end of the star cards. I know that this Charizard was like super expensive as well. But I'm just sort of like, it's fine. It's decent. It's kind of a cool Claydol. I do have nostalgia for this specific Claydol because I also unpacked it as a child. I really like the design. I think the pinkish purple looks really nice on it. This one's decent. I might just put it in. I don't have the original of this. I do have the like the 25th anniversary. They did some re-releases and they really re-released that play doh. Is it weird I'm eating peanut butter at 11:30 at night? I can't even blame you. I've done it myself. Sometimes you just crave peanut butter. I can't blame you. It's good. It tastes good. It's a nice little easy quick snack. More clay doll. Yeah, this one's... I don't know, I'm debating. Yeah, I guess I'll put it there. You will probably just put there. I do like clay doll, but I'm not in love with it. It's kind of a funny looking cloister. There's some interesting cloister cards, I feel like. I love peanut butter. Yeah, I'm a big peanut butter fan myself. I like an absurd amount of peanut butter and jelly. It's kind of dabbing, which is funny. Oh yeah, we have this Corphish. I really like this Corphish. There are a shocking amount of really funny Corphish cards. Like, I never would have expected to have gotten as many picked out as many Corphish cards as I have that I really like. We have like a page and a half of Corphish cards. You know, like a 3x3 sheet of them. We have like 12 or something Corphish cards that are just all in a binder together because they're just so funny. That's kind of a goofy Credilli. I like it. It makes... That's a weird position. You're fine. I do like Crawdon. I'll put you in B. That's very cute. I'll also put you in B, I think. We got some Cynthia cards. I'm sort of like whatever on these. I like Cynthia as a character. I just don't think these are that interesting. I'll put you in... I'm honestly just going to put you in D because you're just another PNG. And this time it's not even a Pokemon. I don't know. There's not really that many cards I've seen that I'm like, wow, I hate that. just in general, not even talking about specifically this list. Dark Ampharos. It's just Ampharos. It's just going in A. I just like Ampharos. It's okay. Honestly, like, I want to like it more, but I'm just, like, sort of neutral on it. This one's really funny. I really like Dark Electrode. Dark Gyarados is pretty cool, too. I want to say B tier. Same with this one. I don't know if we have the 25th anniversary version of this specific Dark Gyarados. I think about it. I know they did re-release it. I don't think we do. It is a pretty cool card, though. You have a card that frankly creeps you out, but you love it? Nah! I totally get that. What Pokemon is it of? So we are almost at 1,500 frickin' hatches. We are like almost... We're getting closer and closer to that 3 times over odds, shiny. Dark Haunter. That's kind of funny. I'll put you B. It's okay. I don't dislike it, but I'm not that much. I'm a Magneton fan. I'll put you there. Okay. Muck is just so dramatic. I love the Grimer and Muck photos where its mouth is just wide open. It's so absurd. There's just some goofy ass Grimer and Muck cards. It's a Toad School that's just running, and all I think is just chilling in the woods and seeing that weird ass mushroom running full speed. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Is terrifying as all hell. Nah. Okay, I'm putting Dark Muck this one as well in A. Anything where it's just going it just wins me over. Okay, this is so stupid looking that I love it as well. It's so dramatic for a Pokemon that is just not dramatic at all. This one's fine, but whatever. I feel like, yeah, they did in Gen 4 a few of these weird things where they were like, they had like held items. I feel like it just kind of is kind of distracting from the card, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm gonna say C. That's also a C. This one I'm gonna put in B. I like it a little bit more funny enough, yeah, back in the day, this was one of the platinum sets, I believe. I had most of the cards from this set. This was one of the cards that eluded me. And my friend had it and just absolutely refused to trade it to me. And then one day he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll trade it to you if you really want it so badly." And then I'm like, "Wow, really? You sure?" And then eventually he played it up, and then he just went psych. Yeah, we're not friends anymore. Not because of that one incident, but he was just a pain in the ass. This is probably gonna go in B or in C tier. This one's a little bit cooler of a pose. Fuck trying to battle Toad School, just climb a tree. Yeah, you go into survival mode when you see something like that running at you. Oh, it's kind of cool. I do like the dark cards. A lot of them are nice. Let's say you go in here as well. Same with you. None of these I'm like... Oop, I did it again. None of these I'm in like love with. But a lot of them are nice. Climb a tree, eat a poke, yeah, pray. Send it immediately to the professor and never look at it again. Oh, these are both B tier, I think. It's just more and more scrolling at this point. We're 3 away after this one from 1500. You can't you just bury it? Just abandon the ball. Okay. The Darkrai level X cards are very nice. I believe I have both of them or just one? I'm pretty sure I have the promo one, which would be the one on the left. They're both nice cards. I honestly kind of wish they'd bring back like the level X cards, or at least like the art style of them. They're just very nice cards. I know they made a Zacian level X in the 25th anniversary for a promo that was really nice, and a Dracopult Prime, which is also very nice. With the Pokemon die, like what happens if you never let a Pokemon out? Would they start? That's a good question. From like a logistical standpoint, it seems like they should. But at the same time, Pokemon Magical Universe, it doesn't matter, kind of thing. Galaxy. Yeah, you're kind of cool. I'll do that. I'll do that as well. I know I have the Elite Four card just because I collected a lot of cards back in the day from the Platinum sets. You go there. I'm gonna actually put you in A tier. I do like this Drapion. I do have that, I believe, as well. I have quite a few level. I was spoiled when it came to cards. Honestly, that's part of the reason that I tend to not open that many packs nowadays. Is because like as a child, I think I was just actually addicted to it. I didn't obviously have like the knowledge to realize that I was addicted. But as an adult, I'm like, oh yeah, I was totally addicted. Pokemon isn't talking me out. There is no logic. Ah! Yeah, they throw logic out the window, but it's for the best. It's kind of a cute little card with Shiny Drifloon. I really like the Electivire level X. The Poké and the Veltal from the 25th end. I know I do have these too. They're nice cards, but they're nothing that special. So many cards. Yeah, this just goes on and on and on and on and on. I mean, it keeps me occupied while doing this. It keeps me from losing my sanity, so. This person has a lot of favorite cards. You think they could have condensed it a little for the sake of a tier list, but I guess not. Yeah, but these are probably like C tier cards. Honestly, this Solosis is kind of cute. It probably goes B tier. Same with the Reuniclus. I do actually have the original Zekrom, and then they re-released it for the 25th anniversary, which I don't have that version. They're decent. It's kind of a unique look, but it's also just nothing like that mind-blowing. Debating if I want to put it in B or C. I think I'm gonna do B. You wish you could favorite cards on TCG. That would be nice. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wish the website had better ways to also keep track of, like, if you bought, like, to filter out if you've bought the card previously. Or something of that nature. Maybe one day. Oh, that's kind of a goofy crocodile. And the rally looks so happy. You look pretty happy too. I can't be mad at you. You're decent, but nothing amazing. Same with you, same with you, same with you. This Pawnyard is overly dramatic, and that's kind of funny. I'll probably put that in B tier. Half my cards are from like Sword. Yeah, no, most of the cards I have nowadays are. I have a lot. I mean, I have a lot from childhood, and then now I've been collecting with my girlfriend, so it's kind of a joint ownership. Yeah. So yeah, I have a lot of cards from the Sword and Shield sets and the Scarlet Violet sets. I don't have that much from like X and Y and Sun and Moon. A little bit from Black and White, and then a bunch from the Gen 4 and Gen 3. Mainly Gen 4, but some Gen 3 too. Yeah, you're just fine. You're fine. This one's just kind of overly dramatic, and that's funny. Muck cards always go hard. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. It's just a funny face. You're from Skylar, but I tend to lean towards certain. No, I totally get that, yeah. Yeah, so especially if you have more of a connection to Sword and Shield than Scarlet and Violet, like, it makes sense to do that. Yeah, and if you have more trainers and Pokemon you like, yeah. That makes sense. This deck has kind of an interesting pose. It's just, like, so hard to see it with the background. The gold lining just doesn't really work that well. I don't know if I'd want to... I don't think I want to put it in D tier. But I feel like it could be better. Scyther's just Scyther to me. That's kind of an interesting pose. Yeah, it's a little bit happy. That's cute. Yeah, it's just kind of chilling. Not doing anything interesting. This is a really sick Groudon card. Yeah, some of the EX cards from like Gen 5 and 6 do kind of go with the spirit of the Level X card. But they kind of moved away from that a little bit. What's funny is I bought a little tin box that has Leon, and it came with some card packs. One of the packs had a full evolution stage of Luxray, and what's funny is his name. Your Luxray is named Leon? Nah! Comes full circle, eh? That is a weirdly dramatic Umbreon, and that makes me kind of want to rank it higher. Alright, I'll put it B. I'm not that big of a evolution person, but that's just sort of fine. This is also a really sick card. I know Bridget and I recently got a Darkrai EX card that, I don't know if it's that specific one. There might be like a promo one and one from the set that looks similar-ish. But it is, yeah, like reaching out, and it's from that era. Cool card. Crocodile's kind of fun. So you get the 3 cards in the tin. Ah! Fun. You're whatever. I actually do like this pose. Oh wait, shit, that's the wrong thing. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Okay, we are over 1500 now. We're also... It's also only a few minutes until I should be wrapping up. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky. We are just not getting lucky with this. Like, we're over regular shiny odds, so even if I somehow fucked up the Masuda method, which I don't think I did, because it should be a French Ditto and an English Psyduck, like, we still are over odds. He also recently got a stuffed Luxray, and I adore him, so he's soft. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, we got a couple Pokemon plushes that we really like. Can't blame you. I got a gift of a little Spheal plush from the Pokemon Center to my girlfriend, and I want it back. I want to steal it. It's so cute. So tiny. Fits it in your hands all nicely. This X-Force is fine. It's a kind of interesting Kyogre, although the perspective's a little weird. I do like the Groudon. This is like a similar esqueness, what a weird way of putting it, to like the Zekrom, but it just stands out so much better from the background. So it works so much more. Really soft plush bank that he feels like one of those. Aww. That's cute. If I had just a little bit less self-restraint, I would totally buy like so many fucking Pokemon plushes from the Pokemon Center. Because there's just so many adorable ones. You're just fine. I do kind of like the situation you're in. Fine. It's kind of a cool pose. Rayquaza is really cool. A little dramatic, but I like it. I want to say we started around... Oh god, I'm actually blanking on what we started around now. Okay, never mind. I give up. I think we're getting like somewhat close to 200 hatches today. The Garchomp's kind of nice. I think we do have this card as well. Nothing crazy, but it's a cool pose. This is just funny. You're fine. Okay. You're kind of cool, but I'm not like in love with you. You got a little funny face and you're shiny. Rayquaza's kind of cool, but nothing I'd kill a man over. Scyther is Scyther. Kind of a funny pose on the Heracross. Trapinch is kind of cute. Where do I want to stop here? Maybe I'll stop when I get to Articuno, let's say. Because I gotta start wrapping up soon. You're actually kind of happy, and that's cute. You don't normally see Vibrava with a big old smile on its face. The Flagon's... Actually, I'm trying to see what face it's making. Because honestly, facial expressions make a big diff. Okay, I'm gonna put you there. It's actually a really cool Articuno card. I do like Articuno quite a lot. It's grown on me over time. You're an interesting pose. You're a cool card. Those are probably pretty expensive. I know there's also a Moltres of that. I'm getting ideas for how to spend money. No. You're fine. You're just Gallade. You have a funny face. I like funny faces. Oh. This is all okay. Honestly, this one's really fucking good. I'm putting that in S. That face was so funny. You know what? This one's in B. I'm not even like that big of a Braviary person, but come on, the way that it's just the forehead in the mic, like in the camera, like. I can't not like that. Okay, yeah. I think we will call it good here. I'll have to save this page and keep going because we have quite a few cards. This will keep me entertained for a good stream, I feel like. I appear to be insane. Why is this so... Why does it keep going? How do you have this many favorite cards? Brandon, what the poopy? Oh, there's the bottom. I can hear... You can't hear me. Because S tier is picky. There isn't even a scroll bar for some reason. Okay. Because there's 2 cards in S. I'm just being very picky about my S tier. I don't know why I'm explaining this. She can't hear me. But hopefully that gives a good reasoning. As in, I'm being very selective as to what goes in my S tier. So... most things have ended up in B and C. Okay. This is probably the last one I'm grabbing. I'm going to save this page for when we get back to this, most likely Wednesday. Come on, Brandon. How many? Okay, we have 2 eggs we gotta hatch. That'll leave us at 15, 12. Are there any beams of light I should be going to? I guess I can go over that way. I get a few extra watts. Never hurts. We did spend a tiny bit today, so... Yeah, we'll go grab these 2-watt things. Come on, give us a lucky shiny to wrap us out. Please, man, I need this. I'm desperate. I've been working at this for like a week. Not a week, like 10 streams or 50 streams or something. I don't know. I don't even have a good thumbnail for this video, for the VOD highlight. No. All of them are just gonna be repeatedly Psyducks over and over again. Oh, grab this then. Tap it up from there. And finally, 15-12. The odds have not been in my favor today. This is just starting to get absurd. What did I do to... Why is this game's like spiting me? What did I do to piss off the game? I mean, god dang! Okay. Switching Lugia. Zooey Mama. Oh man. As I take a look at my... This is the eyes of someone who is... not been able to get a shiny duck. Okay, we gotta wrap things up here. Next time we will do some more Psyduck hatching, obviously. Maybe I'll have to take a few moments to just look at some follower Pokemon in the DLC areas or something, just to save my sanity a little. Give me a little something else to work on. But yeah, that'll be the plan for next time. But, yeah, it's gonna wrap things up for a night stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching, and goodbye!